Alrighty folks, gonna pop up another quick video. It's Stephen here from tctsgroup.com, and we just finished up here with some court work and straight back to the van. I'm gonna bang the air conditioning on flat out and strip off and sit in the van for about 15 minutes here. Anyway, the point of this video, guys, is all about tachograph management, and again this morning, through this morning's meetings, up in the court as well, it's the same reoccurring thing. So I'm going to explain it to you just very, very briefly here. First of all, when you bring a new driver on board, okay, you must download their tachograph card and you must check for their compliance to ensure that they have had the sufficient break, the weekend breaks, make sure that they've compensated, all that sort of jazz. You know the crack, you're at it long enough, guys, okay? Now, where the problem comes in is that drivers then come to you and their previous employer, which could have been a multinational, could have been one of the biggest companies about, could have been a small company, doesn't matter what it is, but they usually will always bring the habits of that company with them, which in our case here is a hell of a lot of bad habits. So they bring all that stuff towards you, and the driver then, his card is destroyed. However, they don't know exactly what they're doing wrong because they have never been managed in the last company. And what I mean managed is nobody has came to them with infringements. If they have, they've just threw the infringements at them without explaining what's been happening, what's went wrong, how to correct it. So today was the same thing. This is going on about 3 weeks now. We've got to put to bed today, but the amount of work in the background, guys, is just absolutely unreal. Now, the next point of this video is be very mindful who you're using to do that, especially internally. A lot of the issues we see is that somebody that works maybe in I don't know, maybe in the compliance end or health and safety or admin support or whatever it is, they're actually put into the role of tachograph management with no training, no experience and no background in it, and it's not fair on them, but they're still demanded to follow the legislation word for word. Now, if we look at the moment where there is an extension on drivers, hours and tachographs the next couple of weeks, you know, people are now getting pulled up for, you know, extending out their 11-hour drive and, you know, putting in the bits of legislation that has been extended at the moment, especially when they're in and out of England. But more importantly now is that in 3 or 4 weeks time, how do they manage that? What systems, what documented policy is put in place? So just to bring us all up with that, guys, if you do not know what I'm talking about, just simply email info@tctsgroup.com and, you know, we'll get somebody out with you very, very quickly. We'll jump onto a Zoom call or a Teams call. We'll go through it remotely. We'll do whatever we have to do to try and help you out because, you know, our pipeline is absolutely full. We are running out of days. We run out of, you know, even our own specialist staff to attend in-chambers hearings, public inquiries, you know, Northern Ireland and GB, investigations, DVA interviews, DVSA interviews, RSA interviews. Is just getting a wee bit out of hand at the moment, but it can be very, very simply fixed, okay? Just remember that. So give us a shout to info@tctsgroup.com, and I'm going to strip off now here and put the air conditioning on and cool away. Another thing, guys, loads of people are asking me about my opinion on the driver shortage. I've had some radio stations on me about it. I've had trade magazines on about. So what we're going to do is we're going to post something up on our own YouTube channel at TCTS Group TV. There are 2 other organisations I will get involved with, but the driver shortage that I'm going to talk about is probably the real driver shortage. Exactly what's wrong within the industry internally, from the driver side the whole way over to the operator side, and everything in between. So keep an eye on our page for that, and that is all.